Wazuh has been selected for this course because it is a professional grade open source SIEM that offers a rich set of capabilities suitable for learning and experimentation. While this course is not exclusively focused on SIEM technology, Wazuh provides a solid foundation for detection engineering and threat hunting exercises. Participants are welcome to adapt the lab environment to different SIEM of their choice. Although Wazuh is not the primary focus, we will explore its key features and functionality as we progress through the course. In this lecture, we will walk through the process of setting up Wazuh specifically for blue team tracing activities, enabling us to build context around attacker behavior and reinforce detection workflows. Wazuh is an open source security information and event management system, or SIEM, used by blue teams and solo purple teamers alike. It gathers logs from multiple sources, performs correlation and enrichment, and surfaces real-time alerts for investigation. Wazuh goes beyond just logging. It includes modules for file integrity monitoring, vulnerability detection, and integration with external threat intelligence feeds. Its modular agent-based architecture makes it highly scalable and adaptable to many environments. Wazuh is a powerful open source SIEM that provides all the capabilities needed to support in-depth blue team exploration and tracing activities, making it an ideal fit for solo purple teaming. It offers the flexibility and depth of a commercial grade platform without the associated costs. Wazuh integrates tightly with the Elastic delivering advanced search, correlation, and visualization features. Its robust rule engine and support for compliance standards makes it well suited for building and tuning high fidelity detections in a variety of environments. For these reasons, Wazuh has been selected as the SIEM platform for this course. Wazuh rules are at the core of its detection engine, providing the logic that determines how events are evaluated and when alerts are triggered. These rules, written in XML, work in tandem with decoders to extract key fields from logs and apply conditions such as keyword matches, thresholds, and contextual patterns. Each rule is assigned a severity level to help prioritize response efforts. In the context of solo purple teaming, rule creation is especially valuable. It allows you to directly translate your offensive simulations into defensive detections. As such, a significant portion of our blue team tracing activities in this course will center around writing, testing, and tuning Wazuh rules to track adversary behavior and improve detection fidelity. While we could dedicate several lectures to exploring the nuances of Wazuh rule levels, this course will focus specifically on levels 12 through 15. These higher levels are typically used to indicate more serious or actionable alerts. To maintain consistency across our blue team tracing activities, we'll begin by assigning a level 12 to any custom rule we write. From there, we'll adjust the severity based on context, impact, and confidence in the detection. In Wazuh, a safe search is a pre-built query that allows you to quickly access specific sets of data without rewriting the query each time. It's especially useful for recurring investigations, dashboards, and detection workflows. Saved searches can be shared across visualizations and used to power alerts or monitor specific event types, making them a valuable tool in both day-to-day analysis and structured threat hunting. We're going to create a saved search so that we can build a dashboard for our alerting on rule levels above 12. Let's jump into the Wazuh Manager and create our first saved search. I'm going to go to the hamburger button, Explore, Discover. Now here we can write a search using DQL. And what I'll do is I will make sure that I have the index pattern for Wazuh alerts asterisk selected, and I will create a rule or search that says rule.level is greater than 12. Now we can see that we get some results here, and from here we can actually add columns to the results. So what I'm going to do is go down to the rule. Actually, let's start at the top. We want the agent name, so I'll click highlight this agent name field on the left over here, and you can click the Add Field as Column button, and it adds that field to our search here. And I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more fields. I'll jump down to rule. So I want the rule description. I'll add that as a field. I want the rule ID, the rule level, and let's see, let's look for any rule groups. Let's add that. So now we can change the order of these by shifting them using these arrows right on the column header. Let's shift this over to the right. So now we have a nice search with some columns that are interesting to us here. And we can see that there's a lot of quite a few hits. We have 33 alerts above 12. Now this is problematic for us because many of these are false positives. There's this policy script right here that is getting written to the temp directory and firing off this alert. Now there's one of two things we can do. We can tune this alert to tune this out, or we can actually just change the level on this particular rule and just build custom rules from here moving forward. What I want to do is tune the level of this rule so that we can build custom rules from here on out, and then all the alerts will be based off all of our solo purple teaming. Before we adjust this rule to have a lower level, let's go ahead and save our search here as a saved search. So I'll click save up here in the menu, and then I'll give this a title. So we'll call this solo purple teaming, and this will be alerts above 12. We can save that, and now we have a saved search that we can take a look at later. Now in here we can see that if I look at the rule ID that is causing all these false positives is 92213. I can modify that rule. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the hamburger button all the way down to server management, and we'll look for rules, and I can search for that particular rule by ID. So 92213, hit enter. The next thing we need to do is open this rules file so that we can grab the rule 92213 so we can take it and copy it into our local rules file and override it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this and open it, and we'll look for 92213, which we can see is this rule right here. And we'll go ahead and copy this. Let's jump into an SSH session into the Wazuh Manager. And I'm going to cd into /var /osec etc rules. Now this local rules.xml file is where we can override any rule. So I'm going to use sudo vi local rules.xml, and now I can actually modify and override that rule. So we need to go back and maybe look at the groups because we have named local syslog sshd. Let's go back into our manager and take a look at the group that this is under. And let's copy this group, and we'll go back over here, and underneath here we'll just hit O for open to a new line, and hopefully we can just paste this in. We'll close our group tag. Now let's go back and grab our 92213 rule, and see if we can just add that right here. And think we just need to clean it up a little bit. And we'll change the level from 15 to 12. All right, I'll go ahead and hit escape :WQ for right quit, and that should have saved that local rules. Now we need to restart the manager. We can either jump back into the manager or system CTL restart Wazuh Manager. And we'll let the manager restart. If we want to go back to our saved search, we can. We'll just expand the hamburger button here, go to Explore Discover, and over here we have an open button at the top. We'll hit open and select our saved search. Now, these were all events triggered from yesterday, and some of them were related to Goodbye AMSI. You could see that, but they're still not directly related to malicious activity. This PS script policy test will happen frequently when when PowerShell is run. So this will happen on other events also. So if we actually look at some of these other events, let's scroll down and see if we can find another process. You can see background download.exe is doing something with JSON. Well, that's not exactly PowerShell, but let me see if I can find another one here. And we can see this is the Visual Studio, which is doing something with JSON. So that rule generates quite a few false positives. And here's one right here generated. This is PowerShell related by test host W. So that rule in general is a little bit noisy, and we want to tune it out. Plus, we want a clear slate to start from. When we start doing our own custom rules, we'll build our own set of base rules, and we'll use groups to define really high value fidelity detections that become alerts. Before you move on to the next lecture, make sure you have your Wazuh environment set up for blue team tracing activities, where you have a dashboard to view alerts above level 12. In the next lecture, we're going to start building our first custom rule. This is where all the excitement begins, and we're going to build detections that will detect our attack level 0 activities. Once we have detections in place, we're going to step it up a notch and learn how to bypass all of our own custom detections by learning new red teaming skills.